Yeah, I just made the motion, Mr. President, on the
Ah.
approval of the journal and consider the same as approved. We can act on that motion first, Mr. President, and I can recognize him after.
All right. Any objection? Hearing none, the journal is approved.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, we'd like to recognize the distinguished colleague from Davao. First of all, I believe he has a manifestation to make as former chairman of the Committee on Health. And he'd also like to be, he also requested his designation be made senior vice chair together with senior vice chair JV Ejercito.
All right. The Senator
Mr. President, we
Christopher
recognize
Bongo
the good
is
gentleman from
recognized.
Davao.
Mr. President,
Go ahead. Yes, you may proceed, please.
Mr. President, I congratulate Senator Risa Ontiveros for having been elected as the new chairperson of the Committee on Health and Demography. Nakakalungkot man po, pero ganyan talaga ang buhay. But I am ready to work with the majority as vice chairperson of the Committee on Health and part of the minority. It is an honor to have served as the chairperson of the Committee on Health and Demography for 6 years. And I thank our colleagues for entrusting to me this committee during the crucial times of our healthcare system. Ours was not an easy task. We had to address immediate concerns that came up as we were battling the COVID-19 pandemic. And I am proud that we have accomplished so much in the committee during the past 2 congresses. Even before the pandemic, I am glad that I was able to author and sponsor Republic Act 11463 during the 18th Congress, or the Malasakit Centers Act, which establishes Malasakit Centers in all DOH-run hospitals and the PGH to give convenient access to medical assistance provided by DOH, DSWD, PCSO, and PhilHealth. To date, more than 15 million patients were catered by Malasakit Centers. We also passed Republic Act 11959, or the Regional Specialty Centers Act. Nakakuha tayo ng unanimous support from our colleagues sa pagpasa ng batas na ito. Prioridad po ito ng then Senate President Mig Subiri na magkaroon po ng mga specialty centers sa buong Pilipinas. We were also able to successfully sponsor the passage of 92 laws to upgrade and establish public hospitals all over the country. We have also advocated for the establishment of super health centers across the country. Ang mga center na ito ay idinisenyo upang magbigay po ng primary health services sa ating mga kababayan. Pwedeng magpa-check up o magpa-konsulta dito. Diyan na po yung PhilHealth Konsulta. Pwedeng magpa-laboratory, minor operation o mga anak dito. Layunin ng inisyatibong ito na ma-decongest po ang ating mga hospitals. In terms of health workforce, we have consistently pursued the payment of health emergency allowances to our healthcare workers who are our heroes during the pandemic. Services rendered po ito, pinagpawisan po ito ng ating mga health workers. Nagkaroon po tayo ng 15 hearings po sa Committee on Health sa 2024 at 2025. Ito pong HEA na ito, this is pursuant to Republic Act 11712, which was passed in the 18th Congress, then led by our Senate President Tito Soto. I am glad that the remaining 6.7 billion HEA will finally be paid as committed to us by DOH Secretary Herbosa and DBM Secretary Pangandaman. Hindi rin natin tinigilan ng PhilHealth. Nagkaroon tayo ng monthly hearings para tutukan ito. Nagbunga naman po ang ating pangungulit sa PhilHealth as they were able to act on some reforms. Nagpapasalamat tayo sa mga bagong benefit packages para sa dental services, optometric services, emergency outpatient benefit package. Dahil noon, kailangan nila magpa-admit ng 24 hours bago sila i-cover ng PhilHealth. At pati na rin po ang pagtaas ng case rates at improvement sa benefit packages para sa most common diseases tulad ng heart diseases. We also successfully advocated for the repeal of outdated, illogical, and anti-poor regulations such as ito pong single period of confinement policy na noon po ay sa loob ng 90 na araw, bawal kang i-cover muli pagka nagkasakit ka ng the same na sakit. At ito pong 24-hour confinement policy na kailangan mo magpa-admit ng 24 hours. At ito pong 45-day benefit limit na bawal pong i-cover more than 45 days ang pasyente. Ito po yung mga anti-poor policies na dapat nilang binago noon para wala pong excess funds ang PhilHealth na wawalisin ng National Treasury. Poor Filipino patients can greatly benefit from these reforms. I will continue with my crusade for more health reforms as we seek to bring government, medical, and healthcare services closer to our people, particularly the poor. I will not waver with our commitment. I will not hesitate to help our people. I will not stop working until our people, especially the poor, have the medical and healthcare services they so deserve. My commitment to help those who are in need, those who have nothing to run to accept the government remains firm and consistent. Diseases are not partisan. Viruses and bacteria, no politics. Sickness does not care about your political color. If it hits you, whoever you are. Kung kaya mas lalo tayong magiging masigasig at magtatrabaho para bantayan ang mga reformang atin nang nagawa, katuwang ang mga ehensya ng gobyerno at mga kasamahan ko po dito sa Senado. Babantayan natin ang pangako ng executive, lalo na po sa DOH at sa PhilHealth. Magpapatuloy po ang aking adikain para sa kalusugan ng ating mamamayang Pilipino. Hindi ako nandito para sa politika. Patuloy ang serbisyo at malasakit ko sa ating kapwa Pilipino. I am here for the sick, for the struggling, for the hopeless, and the helpless. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move that we adjourn session at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Wednesday, September 10, 2025. I so move. Mr. President.